Almost 50 years, the elaborately costumed showgirls of the Folies Bergère have been a mainstay of Las Vegas.
These showgirls danced their last can-can at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino back in 2009. And this Tuesday, the Vegas landmark will close its doors for good. The Tropicana lost its looks, its swagger, and its profitability in a city that generally sees nostalgia as a losing hand for the suckers.
In Las Vegas itself, the tourist doesn't have far to go for entertainment.
1957.
A vigilant regard for human liberty.
Ike was president, Elvis was king, and the new Tropicana Hotel, the Tiffany of the Strip, kicked up a fuss for Vegas showgirls and suave secret agents.
I hear that the Hotel Tropicana is quite comfortable.
For decades, the Trop drew in the famous and the infamous, from movie stars to mobsters. But now old Vegas gives way to new Vegas, and Bally's, the Tropicana's owners, has decided to cash in all its chips.
So goodbye, Tropicana, an icon. 1957 it opened. Did you, leave me in the comments, ever go to the Tropicana? Well, it was my first casino I stayed. I came here in 2000. I stayed in the suite. Boy, so the Tropicana goes back to the mob days. Right, the mob days. You imagine if you hear Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack and Elvis Presley. Vegas has become a city full of conventions. Every convention you could think of, CES and SEMA. We got Formula One. We had the Super Bowl here. We have 3 sports teams. We're going to have 4. T-Mobile's going to just go hardwood floors. We'll have a basketball team. But did we go too quick? Will we have tunnels soon? Will we have tunnels going from the Strip to the airport? It's amazing how fast, the fastest growing city. But it's an icon. That Tropicana brings back a lot of memories. We go way back, and they're going to be tearing back. Tonight's the last night. Closes at 3 a.m. Some of the slot machines have shut down. Big party there tonight. Big party. Yes, I was invited. I did not go. Just kind of sad, to be honest with you. It's kind of sad that it's gone down. A lot of these old casino seizures. Yeah, Tropicana left, and it had a comedy stop in there. It's just an old, small casino. You go to point A to point B. Old but nice, and now it's gone to a baseball with $1 billion stadium. That's going to be, you have Allegiant Stadium on one side, on the other side of the highway, and then Tropicana. Let me know if you've been to Tropicana. Are you going to miss it? Let me know if you're a local. What do you think? What was your happy moments? Did you win in there? Are you sad to see it go? Are you happy to see we're heading another direction? Where we at with Vegas? Gaming revenues down a little bit. But we're in a whole nother direction. It's become a city. All the major conventions, all 4 sports teams. We have it all. Super Bowl being held here, Formula One, and so on and so forth. It's kind of sad, though, living here. I've been living here now 25 years and just seeing these casinos go down and new ones come up, and Fontainebleau coming up, Resort World a couple years ago, and a couple local casinos, and now sports. And I love sports, but did we go too fast? I'd like to hear from everybody. Just it's amazing how the fastest growing city that I think back when I moved here, there was talks that we never see sports here. Well, that's done. And replacing the Tropicana with a $1 billion baseball. A lot of people said it could have had it down south of the Strip near the M Casino, which is a local casino, or even somewhere else, all this desert. But it's going to be right there. And Tropicana, kind of sad. Tonight is the last night. Food, beverages, drinks. Like I said, people are checking out tomorrow, 12 o'clock, and it's done. And they're just going to blow it up real soon. And will these people have jobs? A Stadium, I'm calling it the A Stadium. Casino wrapped around with a giant stadium and going upstairs to the stadium with pools. And amazing what happened to Las Vegas. You go back to the Rat Pack, the mob days. Elvis Presley died, and then Wayne Newton kind of took over. I don't know if he took over, but he was the next. Then you had, most recently you had Cher here, Celine Dion, she's done, Elton John, and there was rumors that God rest soul, Michael Jackson would have came here and gave this city a lift. But right now, do you wonder where entertainment will be? Ziffrey and Roy, and now you have a baseball. We already have football. We have Super Bowl. We have the Golden Knights, and then basketball. And major conventions. It's a city wrapped around 46. We have 4,600 people moving here. or 14,000, excuse me, California people. 46,000, sorry, too much one. 46,000 people from California moving here alone. People from all over the world, Europeans, and Vegas has just turned into this giant city in a desert. 118 degrees in the summer. Baseball, will it make it? Will it continue? Will it be successful? Will it run its course? Will we ever get back to an icon, somebody like an Elvis Presley, somebody like that? I would say right now, no, we will not. Vegas went in another direction. Yes or no? You think that's, well, obvious. They know the big executives are making billions of dollars. Do you think it'll just backfire on them? Do you think it'll just in next 10 years just go down? Did it all? Or no, we're just heading in a whole nother direction. Big pool parties, EDC, all these events at the track. We have NASCAR, so on and so forth. I'm missing a lot of things, but let me know your thoughts on this. It's just kind of sad that Tropicana will be going down tonight. Whenever you watch this video, it's over. Let me know. When was your last time? What was your experience there? Did you like it? Was it just another casino? Will be a lot of history in there. Back in the mob days, you had to dress up. You couldn't walk in like I'm dressed now. You had to be dressed up. If you weren't, you weren't allowed in. Where they would just, and if you cheated, you had one warning, and the second warning, you were gone. If you want too much money, they'd watch you. Mob tapping off the top of the casinos. Let me get something straight. If it wasn't for the mob, I wouldn't be doing this video on Tropicana or Vegas. Mob Museum, check it out. But we went from that to now. We went from that to Disneyland to sports. Think about that. Mob days, Elvis Presley, Rack Pack, to kind of like a Disneyland for adults, right? When Steve Wynn took over the Mirage and Ziffrey and Roy, to major pool parties. We still have major pool parties. To now sports, convention, and yes, still gambling. Let me know your thoughts on this. Man, it just hit me that Tropicana is gone. What's going to be the next casino to go? Stay tuned.